Hey, folks, it's Mark Arum. I hope you're enjoying the Mark Arum Show podcast. A reminder, you can hear this very radio show live Monday through Friday. We're live 6 to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk. I don't want to be a negative Nelly or a Cassandra thinking the world's going to fall, but tomorrow, if you can, I want you to work from home, folks. If you're a boss out there, allow your folks to work from home if it's possible. It's going to be a nightmare tomorrow. Hey, it's the Mark Arum Show, by the way, at 6:08 on a Thursday. Tomorrow, we got a double dose of GOP royalty. Both President Trump and Vice President Pence are coming to Atlanta. Traffic is going to be nasty. So I'm warning you now, if you have the option to work from home, flex time, whatever you can do, it's going to be a mess. Both the president and the vice president coming tomorrow. We got you covered with traffic starting early at 11:40 a.m. Doug Turnbull's going to be in early when President Trump lands at Dobbins Air Force. Eric Erickson will be on early at 3 p.m. We'll be here after that. It's going to be traffic, just gridlock, much like Washington politics. It's going to be gridlock tomorrow. So if you can, I'm warning you now, we're going to have interstates closed, 75, the downtown connector, 400, 85, Buckhead. Who knows what route they're going to go. They got a bunch of events. So I'm warning you now, if you have the opportunity, if you got an extra comp day saved up like Low T does, you might well use that tomorrow. We'll talk more about the president and vice president's arrival tomorrow on the show. But I want to stick to traffic. And sadly, second time in a week, we're having to talk about a road rage incident. This one, a deadly road rage incident in Gwinnett County on Winters Chapel Road.
When he get down from the truck, he started saying, like, I don't know if I got shot. I don't know if I'm hurt. Like, there is a baby inside of the car. And I said, where is the baby? I don't see nobody.
A shooting, a road rage incident, a baby and an innocent woman dies. Joining us live from Gwinnett County on the scene of this tragic incident is Tony Thomas from Channel 2 Action News. Tony, what a crazy story. What do we know right now, buddy?
Police are interviewing one of the drivers involved on this, trying to piece together exactly what started all this, Mark. This is on Winters Chapel Road, where it goes underneath Peachtree Industrial, right about the Gwinnett-DeKalb County line. 12:30, 1 o'clock or so, driver of a pickup truck flying down the frontage road of Peachtree Industrial, heading southbound towards Winters Chapel, says someone from another car was shooting at him. There were 4 or 5 bullet holes in his red pickup truck that we could see. In that fleeing, he ran through a red light at the intersection with Winters Chapel, slammed into a Volvo of a woman who was just driving by, had nothing to do with the shooting. Both cars careened off the roads. She was killed. A woman in the pickup truck got out, a passenger, and ran away. And then witnesses, as you heard, came running up to help and discovered there was what was described to me as about a 2-month-old baby girl strapped in the back seat of the pickup truck, and she was taken to the hospital for observation but expected to be okay. That pickup truck driver now being questioned by police as they try to figure out what was the shooting about and then why he still ran that red light and caused this accident.
Tony Thomas joining us live from the intersection of Winters Chapel Road and Peachtree Industrial Boulevard. Allegedly, the road rage incident started. The red pickup was fired on by another vehicle. The pickup truck ran the red light at PIB in Winters Chapel, smashed a woman in a Volvo and killed her, and there was a baby in the car. The baby is okay. That's the good news. Any idea of what the other vehicle that allegedly shot at the pickup truck looks like? Do the police have any leads on that?
Not that they're saying at this point. We did see crime scene investigators about a block and a half or so north on the frontage road, what they're describing as a second scene, as they were looking. That theoretically is where that shooting started. They don't even know what prompted that shooting at this point. So they're trying to find the passenger that was in the pickup truck, hoping she can make some answers to all this, and also whoever might have been in that car shooting at that pickup truck. All this right in the broad daylight, midday. Winters Chapel was blocked for 4 or 5 hours. Police left the scene about 5 o'clock, still with a lot of questions.
Do we? The woman that left the pickup truck is on the run, right? She didn't stick around to answer questions. She didn't
stick around. it's unclear at this point if she didn't stick around because people were shooting up the vehicle or if she knew police would be on the way. That's unclear.
Do we know anything about the innocent woman in the Volvo yet, Tony?
I'm told a woman probably in her 60s, early 60s. Police have not, last time I was able to talk to them, notified her family, so they're not releasing her identity. But, this is a intersection that's busy, but not nearly the busiest in this part of Metro Atlanta. And she had the green light and was just crossing across the intersection, just like any of us do, like I've done probably 30 times today. And she was T-boned by that fleeing truck.
Final question for Tony Thomas joining us live from Channel 2 Action News. The driver of the pickup that smashed into the Volvo, killing the woman, is he facing charges?
He, I'm led to believe, likely will be facing some sort of manslaughter charges. That's usually what's filed when you're in an accident and kill somebody, especially for running a red light. He has not been charged with anything as of this moment, as police are trying to talk to him and figure out the whole puzzle.
Follow Tony on Twitter at Tony Thomas WSB. Tony, as always, we appreciate the live update, buddy.
All right. Thank you, brother.
All right. Horrible story. It's getting to the point, guys. I hate that we've done 2 road rage stories in less than a week. But after hearing that story, I'm getting to the point where it's like, I want to leave my house less and less and less. Like that poor woman in the Volvo. I think isn't that the intersection near Jimmy's Tequila and Carne's? Isn't that
That's
right there?
Yeah.
She's probably just going to Jimmy's for lunch, was driving through that intersection, had the green light, and this red truck going 90 miles an hour, the authorities say, through that intersection, smashed her. And if you die in a Volvo, that's a bad crash because Volvos are tanks. She dies. The driver of the car says he was shot at. Tony Thomas says there are bullet holes in the side of the pickup truck. There's a 2-month-old baby in the truck, and a woman who might be the baby's mother, we don't know, fled the scene and is not to be heard from. The person in the car shooting at the red truck is not in custody. It's noon at Winters Chapel Road. This isn't 3 a.m. at a shady gas station in a really shady part. This is noon. This is lunchtime. I see how excited Longoria gets when it's lunchtime. Running out of here, I'm going to go get my tamales. Chuck's like, I'm going to go heat up my elk steak. Poor lady was just going out for lunch. And it's sad, man. I literally don't want to leave the house anymore. It takes aside from work where I have to, there's not much that will get me out of the house anymore.
No.
A random date night on Saturday, I guess I have to.
But you're not driving, right? You get someone to drive you.
I get Uber, but still,
that does not going to save you.
There could be road rage. I had an Uber driver once that there was almost a road rage situation. He was the raging one. Like someone cut him off.
Your driver?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, dude, relax. Don't worry about it. Like, just get us to the restaurant, please. Like, it's not a big deal. Horrible story. I don't even know what to say to this. Just a horrible story. What? Shooting at a car. Broad daylight.
Yeah.
It makes me think this story is so outlandish and so out of the norm with the fact that there's a baby in there and it's in the middle of the day and in that area, that there's something else to the story. That this might not just be regular old road rage, right? Like there might have been a history between the guy in the pickup truck and the guy that was shooting at him.
Yeah, possibly.
Like, what could you do just as far as being bad on the road that would make someone shoot at you in broad daylight? Even the person with the shortest fuse might not want to pull out a gun in broad daylight and shoot. And how about the lady leaving the baby in the car? She fled the scene without the kid?
That's the part that shocks me the most.
Yeah. So maybe it's not the mom, because that's the mom, right? I mean, if that happens to you, Longoria,
right.
Leslie's grabbing the girls and running. She's not just leaving them.
No, she's not just leaving. We're not heading to Mexico.
Exactly. So I don't know. Your thoughts on this story. Thanks again to Tony Thomas for joining us. I mean, he's on the scene right now there. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB-TALK. Again, a reminder, traffic will be bad tomorrow. The president and the vice president coming to Atlanta on separate junkets. I don't think that's ever happened while I've been here. Except for like a Coretta Scott funeral. Like, I think that might have been the only time we had the president and the vice president here at the same time. But they're coming in different times, different locations. Traffic is going to be a mess starting before lunch. Doug Turnbull will be here live beginning at 11:40 a.m. I'll be lending my voice to Triple Team Traffic starting at 4 p.m. to help you get you around the gridlock mess. And again, if you have the capability to take time off, I know most of you can't. But if there's, 4% of you that can take tomorrow off or work from home, I would do that if you can, because we don't even know what they don't tell us the routes that they're going to take, obviously for security. So we don't know exactly how bad or what roads will be impacted. We can guess of where they're landing and where they're going to speak, but traffic is going to be awful tomorrow. We got you covered. Triple Team Traffic starting at 11:40 a.m. We'll have the very latest on the president and the vice president's trips into the ATL starting tomorrow morning at Atlanta's Morning News with Scott Slade at 4:30 a.m. All right, your thoughts on this latest unfortunate road rage incident in Metro Atlanta? 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB-TALK on Twitter and Instagram at Mark Arum. This is The Mark Arum Show on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk. Another road rage incident in Metro in Atlanta. This one fatal. Innocent bystander killed as a result of a shooting, crash, and chase. Hoot joins us in Doraville. Hoot, welcome to the Mark Arum Show.
Hey, Mark. How you doing this evening?
What's going on, brother?
What a lovely night it is with all the rain coming down.
I know, right?
Yeah. Society has gotten out of control now. You can't do anything anymore. But what a tragedy about that young child. And how do we know that the mother was in the pickup truck? She might have been picked up by this guy and something happened and she shot him.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We don't know the details right now. I find it very curious that the woman that was in the pickup truck fled the scene without taking the baby. I mean, a 2-month-old?
Yeah, that's crazy. And if that was her baby, then why didn't she run to a gas station or something and say, hey, that guy's got my baby in the truck or whatever, or he was doing something. It's just crazy. Jimmy's tequilas y carbones.
Yeah.
That's at Tilly Mill.
Oh, it's Tilly Mill. Okay. All right, next exit. Yeah.
Up in that by your favorite place, the Quick Trip.
I love the Quick Trip. Yeah, so we don't have all the details yet. Tony Thomas is on the scene. The WSB Radio Newsroom, I know Chris Camp and Edgar Tragetz are working on the story. Maybe we'll find out more details on this. But again, if you're just joining us, another road rage incident. This one involved a pickup truck that was shot 6 times from another vehicle. The pickup truck was racing through the Peachtree Industrial Boulevard Winners Chapel exit and smashed an innocent bystander, killed the innocent bystander. A woman in the pickup truck fled the scene, leaving a 2-month-old in the truck. The baby's okay. The driver's in custody. We'll get more on your reaction after news, weather, and traffic. Plus, Lil Sanjay with Would You Rather. This is The Mark Arum Show.
Hey, this is Louis Anderson, and you're listening to The Mark Arum Show.
There's bullet holes in the truck he was being shot at. So when he hit her, he was going like maybe 80 or 90 miles per hour.
Fatal road rage incident in Gwinnett County at Winners Chapel and Peachtree Industrial Boulevard. Another sad tale in Metro Atlanta. Before we get back to the bad news, a little good news here, Longoria.
Where is Hector?
Just got a release from the Atlanta Braves organization. 3 Braves players win Louisville Slugger Silver Slugger Awards. Ronald Acuna Jr., Ozzie Albies, and Freddie Freeman each have won a 2019 National League Louisville Slugger Silver Slugger Award, the first such honor of their careers. I thought Freddie would have won one by now.
Nice.
That's very cool. It's one of the coolest trophies, if you've ever seen them.
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard the Silver Slugger?
No.
It's given to the best hitting person at each position.
Okay.
Every year. So, like, Don Mattingly won, 5 Silver Sluggers for the Yankees back in the day.
Awesome.
But the trophy is awesome. It's a silver bat.
Really?
Oh,
It's really cool. And the Gold Glove, which they gave out
That's all I've
a
ever
couple
heard
days
about.
ago, is a gold-plated
Yeah.
glove. Not real gold, but it looks,
No, I know.
Yeah, but the Silver Slugger is very cool.
That would be...
Some of them come up for sale sometime on auction. Like, say, like someone won a Silver Slugger in 1972.
Sure.
And they passed on, and their grandkids or kids don't want it, and they'll put it up for auction.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Hopefully,
I bet they go for a pretty penny.
Yeah. Hopefully, Acuna, Freddie, and Albies will never need to sell their Silver Sluggers. That's very cool. All right, some good news there. We'll get back to your calls in just a second on the road rage incident in Gwinnett County. But first, would you rather with Lil Sanjay?
It's time for Would You Rather with Lil Sanjay.
He is the guru, the soothsayer, the truth seeker, the asker of unanswerable questions. He joins us every Tuesday and Thursday on the Mark Arum Show. He's Big Sanjay. And Would You Rather? How are you, my friend?
My man, it's just started raining. I'm pretty excited about this.
Yeah, we got a long... I'm glad you brought up the radar, Sanjay. Thanks for keeping me on tack. There's a long line of thunder showers, Deb Green, from west of Carrollton at the Alabama borderline, heading up out through the Woodstock area, and Sanjay's starting to get some rain in Dunwoody, so that's what he's talking about. So good job, Sanjay. I needed to update the radar.
Great.
Thank you.
You know it.
All right, so Sanjay's going to ask us questions. We'll answer them in studio. Please answer them in your car as well. It's always a fun time. First question, Sanjay.
All right, number one, would you rather every minute feel like an hour or every hour feel like a minute?
That's interesting. I'm gonna go with every minute feels like an hour. That way I'm living 60 times longer than my regular life expectancy. And, you know, sometimes you want a minute to seem like an hour, if you know what I'm saying.
Some people do.
Some people do. Yes. Deb Green.
Every hour already feels, or every minute already does feel like an hour.
Only when you're working on the Mark Arum Show. I get it.
I guess.
Wow. Damn.
Ringing endorsement.
Yeah.
Yeah, a minute, an hour, I guess.
All right. Chuck?
right.
Yeah, I don't think I want to feel like life is flying by that
Yeah,
fast.
exactly. It's already
So
going
I'd
by
rather
fast
just
away.
deal with it slowing down.
Before you know it, your daughter's going to be 18.
I
Never
know.
mind. I'll stop there.
Yeah, stop right there.
Longoria.
Can we do it at work and then at home?
No,
Or
it's
two different
all
ones,
forever.
like forever.
Yeah.
It's all or none.
You got daughters. You want to treasure that time.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
Yeah.
Next question,
Every
Sanjay.
minute's an hour.
That was a good
All
one.
right, would you rather cheat on your significant other or have your significant other cheat on you?
Oh, why, Sanjay?
I know, really?
Sorry, bud.
I couldn't deal with the guilt. I'd rather they cheated on me. Deb Green?
Yeah, I don't think I could do it.
Let them cheat on you?
Yeah, I'd probably forgive him. I would. You know.
Understood. I would not be forgiven. That's for sure. Chuck?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'd rather
let hot neighbor sleep with Walter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that they can do. I won't even.
Yeah, let her. I don't want to look like the bad guy.
Yeah, let her have some fun for a change.
Oh, nice.
Next question, Sanjay.
All right, would you rather be on a 6-hour flight sitting next to someone that stinks like bad,
B.O.
or
We get it.
someone who won't stop talking obnoxiously?
Talking obnoxiously. I got headphones. I watched the movie on Delta. I love Delta's entertainment choices. So someone talking for 6 hours.
Yeah, I can deal with them talking because I just tune them out and put headphones on.
With the nose this big, I can't deal with someone that stinks for 6 hours. Chuck?
Definitely the talking.
Let's relate it to Chuck. Instead of an airplane, it's a 6-hour covered wagon ride through Montana.
Oh, then I'd rather go. I'll get used to the smell eventually.
Open air.
Yeah, like I'll get used to the smell.
But on
They'll
a plane?
never stop chattering.
But on a plane?
Plane, I got to go with you guys.
You've been on a plane before, right?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I have.
Longoria.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll the talking.
The talking. All right, last question, Sanjay.
All right, would you rather get 150 G's in exchange for your search history becoming public on the internet with your name attached, or just not take the money?
Like lifetime search history or last 6 months?
Lifetime search history with your name next to it.
Keep the money.
No, I'll take the cash because everything I search for is radio related, so I'll blame it on someone else.
Chuck?
Not a chance in hell am I taking that money.
Yeah, I'm not taking the money.
Keep your money, Sanjay. Speaking of money, Sanjay, believe it or not, is the official accountant of the Mark Arum Show. He is amazing. Check him out on Facebook. It's Brass Tax Accounting. Use code word Longoria's satisfied wife and get 2% off.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
Only 2% for
Just
that?
kidding. Sanjay, good job, buddy. We'll talk to you next week.
My man,
All right, there you go. Little Sanjay and Would You Rather. Coming back, your calls, and does Alex Williams know this food on the Mark Arum Show? Get back to your calls on the road rage incident in just a second. Plus, Russ in Gainesville will join us, but we like to sprinkle in a little Alex Williams. And does Alex Williams know this food?
Does Alex Williams know this food?
Does Alex Williams know this food?
That boy don't know what that is.
Fresh off his traffic center duties before he heads home, we picked the brain of Alex Williams. Great guy, but literally no food knowledge. Tonight's food, Alex Williams. Do you know what tripe is? Tripe. T-R-I-P-E, tripe. You want to use
a type of fish?
It is not a type of fish.
Sounds like it should be a type of fish.
That boy does not know what that is.
Alex did not. It's probably good that you don't. It's a stewed cow's stomach dish.
Oh, so gross.
It is. Yeah, Longoria loves it.
Has anybody here had that?
Did he put that?
Oh, yeah.
I had it once.
It's awful.
I had it once.
Yes. My dad loves it.
It's good. It's good that you don't know what tripe is, little guy.
Yeah,
there
that's not a. That's
good
not
if it's crunchy.
On that one.
Has to be crunchy.
I've only had it stewed. I had it stewed in tomato sauce. It was.
Do you get? Do you get it at restaurants? I assume.
Next time you go to a Mexican restaurant, order menudo.
Yeah.
Menudo.
Don't do it, Alex. Don't do it. All right. Alex Williams didn't know that food. Have a good night, little guy.
See you guys.
Jack's in Cartersville. Jack, welcome to the Mark Arum Show. What's going on, buddy?
I wanted to have. I got a suspicion about what's going on with this woman that left the scene of the accident. I'm figuring either one, she's got warrants out on her, or two, it might have been drug dealers shooting at the truck, and it all be because of her.
We don't know. Yeah, I mean, anything is possible right now. It just seems odd to me. It seems odd that there was a road rage incident at noon.
Right.
You know, like, and there was a baby. I don't know. We'll see what the facts come in, and we'll have an update tomorrow morning on Atlanta's Morning News with Scott Slade. Oh, I didn't give him tickets. Joe in Covington. Joe, welcome to the show. How are you, buddy?
Hey, doing great, Mark. How are you doing?
Excellent. What's on your mind?
Good, man. First of all, my thoughts and prayers go out to the lady's family that got killed.
Absolutely.
And back when I was 20, I was actually T-boned, or the car I was in, and I spent my 21st birthday in a coma.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, so it kind of hits home.
Well, listen, I've got some good news for you, though. We're going to give you tickets to the big country show, Atlanta Live. You a country fan?
Yes, sir.
All right, hang on the line. Low T's going to get some info. Tell us about that concert, Deb Green.
Okay, ATL Live is November 14th at the Benz. You got Keith Urban, Blake Shelton, Sam Hunt, Sugarland, Judah and the Lion, and Cale Dodds.
Russ joins us in Gainesville.
Russ, come here a minute. I want to talk.
Russ, we don't have much time, my friend. What do you got on the date tonight?
I'm alone. That Erica girl left me today.
Oh. Never trust a girl who spells her name funky like that Erica did. That's my philosophy.
Yeah, exactly. It was
so what are you going to do tonight?
I don't know. You know, we got a lift, and we were going to a doctor's appointment in Cumming.
Yeah.
And she said, I got to go to the bathroom. And we stopped at this restaurant, and she didn't come back out.
That is the classic.
She didn't come back out.
But
yeah, and then I said,
weren't you supposed to drive to Ohio, though?
Well, I mean, that was coming up later, but she left me. She went out the other door of that restaurant and disappeared. She's gone.
Ditch going to the potty. That's all right, Russ. You can be alone one night. Do some self-reflection, refocus, regroup, and tomorrow you'll have a new lady on your arm, and hopefully we'll hear from you, buddy.
I hope so.
All right. Thank you,
Thanks
Russ.
a lot.
There you go. Russ in Gainesville. We got more tickets to go away, Deb Green.
Yeah, one more pair.
Yeah, what do we got?
Journey and the Pretenders next August at Lakewood.
Let's do the contest line so Chuck gets mad. Seventh caller to 404-741-0750 wins a pair of concert tickets to see Journey and the Pretenders. Seventh caller to 404-741-0750. Let's do start of the show, Longoria.
And now, are you guys ready for the Mark Arum star of the show?
I'm going to give it to Alex Williams. I promised him when he brought my coffee in that I'd give it to him, and he did. He didn't know what tripe was, so that was a fun little bit. Sanjay was good, too, though. All right, we'll give it to Alex. Little guy deserves it. We got a full show tomorrow, live 2 hours. President Trump, Vice President Pence are both in town. Traffic's going to be a nightmare. We got you covered early with triple team traffic starting before the noon hour. Traffic's going to be awful. If you can, take the day off. Bosses out there, let your friends and coworkers and employees take the day off if you can. We'll continue the conversation on Twitter and Instagram at Mark Arum, Facebook Mark Arum WSB. In the meantime, go to sleep, little baby.
Go to sleep, you little baby.
Yippers.
Guests of the Mark Arum Show stay at the All Suite Omni Hotel, located in the heart of Chicago's Magnificent Mile.